Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Is This Business Right for You live, where we get to share our stories with Plexus, how the business has blessed our family and why, and give you a look at how this compensation plan works, what we do in this business, how we share, how we grow. And really, our goal is to hopefully give you a really good overview so that you can decide, is this something that would be a good fit for me? So to start us off, my name is Amber Miller and I live in Tennessee. I've been with Plexus for 7 years and I'm so blessed to be a diamond, which just means the top rank of the company, which means that Plexus and health and happiness has been shared with thousands of people through me. Not through me as an individual, but you're going to see in a second the ripple effect that happens with Plexus and why we are able to earn a great income from sharing these products. So I'm going to show that to you in a minute and what that all means. But I have my beautiful mother on with me today, Lori Welch. She's in California. She's going to tell you her story in a second. But we really love sharing the business together because we have two very different stories. So you're probably going to relate to my mom or to myself, depending on where you're at in your life and where you're starting and what your goals are. So you're gonna hear mom's, and then I'll share mine later. It's not as pretty as mom's, but it is real for the people who need to hear another perspective as well. So Mom, can you kick us off, share your story, and then I'll pull up my slides to show them next.
Sure. And I think your story is actually a lot prettier than mine. And because I think your story is one that many people can relate to. And you have just done amazing things, babe. So, okay, so Plexus found me when I'd been a stay-at-home mom. So I'm a mom of 4, I'm a grandma of 7, and I had been a stay-at-home mom for 25 years, homeschooling my kids, not in the workforce. And we were in a financial situation where my husband at the time was saying he could no longer work, and we were in debt. And the situation was one that I wasn't like fully aware of, but it was scary enough for me to know that if something happened to him, he had some health issues, that I was not going to be able to provide for myself. And he was telling me he wasn't going to be able to provide for us either. And so things hadn't gotten too bad yet, but that was always in the back of my head. And I also, was at a place, so I've always been into health and fitness, and I was a group class teacher for years and years and years, and I managed my weight just fine, okay? But I had my last 2 kids at an older age back to back, and you can't call it baby weight anymore when your youngest child is 7 years old, and that's where I was. And Amber, I'm not going to ruin her story, she was taking the products for her own reasons, but she had me okay them for her as her mom. And then she literally forced them on me. And she said, Mom, you're always complaining about your weight. And what she did not know is I had given up at that point. So I had come to terms. I was just like, I'm older, I'm a grandma. This is just how it's going to be. This is like where you grow old gracefully. You put on weight gracefully. You accept all the other blessings in your life. But with Plexus, I can tell you I lost over the course of time 40 years. I don't have digestive issues in 40 years. Don't I wish I lost 40 years? And I lost 40 pounds and I don't have digestive issues anymore. And I've kept that weight off now for over 6 years. And I think that's a huge victory. So I saw the beautifulness of the products and I went to an event, and that before right there is at least 2 years into my journey. So we don't really have pictures of me before, but you can see that I continue to get better when you're supposed to be going backwards, right? You get older, you're supposed to be going backwards. I've been going forwards and it is fun. And so, where was I? Okay, so I love the products. I saw the business, just like what we are hoping to present to you. And I made the connection. I was like, people need these products. I'm gonna go crazy with this business.
Yeah. So you went crazy with this business. So let's talk about what that means. I'm going to bring up our next slide. And before I do, I want to point this out, and hopefully Mom's Story kind of shared this, that the foundation of Plexus success is our products. We're talking about the business tonight, but we really want you to know that the reason this business is so successful is because these products work so well and they're needed in these foundational areas for people. Okay, so right there, if you're looking at reasons or if this business is for you, I want you to think about this is a product that is needed by everyday individuals, men and women and children that I run across. This is something that can bless them and that they need to use daily and monthly, and is a very life-changing product. So right there, check that on your list. And then we want to show you the income graphic before we go any further, because a lot of times when people look at a social marketing industry, they think, well, isn't that just for hobby? If you want this to just be hobby money, or you want to be able to earn a couple $100 or some free shopping spending money, 100% easily done. But if you're looking for significant income that you can earn from home, that you can be in control of, that you can be in control of your time, the way you work, how you go about this, who you work with, how fast you want to grow, 100% control for you, then this can be some very serious, and it is, income that truly is that full-time income. So my mom and I are both diamonds, and my mom went diamond in how long, Mom?
11 months.
My mom went diamond in 11 months. And for me, it took me almost 3 years. So I love showing that difference. My mom entered this business in a different place. You were in your late 40s. She had a lot of people that, trusted her, and she had a lot of influence. I did not. But even though it took me almost 3 years, I was able to retire my husband at 25 years old. We built our dream home. We built a farm. We've been able to be really involved with missions and different work there that the Lord's put on our heart. We're a full-time stay-at-home family with 3 kiddos. And so we've found complete financial freedom. And it might have taken me 3 years to get there instead of 11 months like Mom, but it was completely worth it. 3 years is a drop in the bucket, right? When you're talking about that life change and that freedom change. That was what was huge for me. I didn't care so much about the income side, but what I've learned now is the income allows me to have what I'm truly passionate about, and that's freedom for our family to live and be as we want. So that has been the blessing for us there. So let's look at, I want to talk about really quickly, and I'm going to show you how we do this business next, but I also want to show you, if you're listening tonight and you're like, that sounds great, but how does that actually work? We have something called the power of 3 that we talk about. And this is where we said you don't need to know a million people, but thousands will be blessed through you. So your level ones that you sign up, those are the people who sign up directly under you. It was my mom signed up under me, my best friend, a cousin. And by signed up, I mean they spent, this month it's only $9.95 to have a year membership. But at the time it was $34.95 for a year membership, and they got their products. That's what I mean by signed up. They started their product journey through me. So I had a few people do that. And then what happens is my friends, my mom, my cousins, they shared with their friends, and their friends joined or used their referral link, right, to start their own product journey. And now that's called my level 2s. They are technically are under me in the organization, but they didn't join through me, right? And all that is them starting their products. That's not having them sell thousands of dollars and asking them to stuff product in their garage at all. Around $100 a month of their own product order is all that is required for commissions to be earned from their order. So an individual on the triplex, for example, if my mom took the triplex and that is it, which is our 3 core products, It's about $114 every single month. And she was getting benefit like we talked about from those products. Then I'm going to be able to earn income from her just ordering that. So that's the beauty and blessing of this. So that's where the income potential comes in, because then those level 2s sign up their friends and family, and those would be your level 3s, on and on and on and on and on until you reach 7 levels deep. So that's where, even if I've only had a few people, that I've personally had join their products through me, thousands of people are now using products because of that. So that's when we talk about the ripple effect. That's the ripple effect of sharing. Mom, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, basically, this is an amazing product line. People need it, just like Amber said, and Plexus pays you for opening new markets. So your circle of friends is your market, your circle of contacts, maybe people that you've worked with or known. And I often have people, like, they'll have an amazing story where they've gotten incredible help, and they'll be 2 or 3 people removed from me. And I had a husband come up to my husband and I and say, thank you so much, because you gave me my wife back, because you shared with your friend and your friend shared with my friend. And that is how we are here today. And I know I'm so grateful for that digestive health and that weight loss and everything that our products offer.
Yes, I love it. I'm going to share my before and afters really quick, because like you said, we're passionate about the products, and this is why we share. This was not a weight loss story for me. Even though I lost about 5 pounds, there's a 5-pound difference. It was a health. I had horrible gut health. I had terrible allergies. I had a lot of fatigue. I had tons of foods I couldn't tolerate. My stomach couldn't tolerate. And I had so much cellular inflammation. I called it puffiness. I thought I was just very puffy with my smile and my face, but you can see what the health change made, what the gut health impact made. And like Mom said, I am so grateful that someone shared with me, and so grateful to be able to share these products with others. It feels wonderful. Okay, so next I want to show you how we do this, and we'll end with that just to give you guys this full coverage. So one thing we always say is we do not support cold messaging. What cold messaging is when you've probably had it happen. You get a message from someone you've never spoken to before, or maybe it's been, a decade since you spoke to them, asking you to buy their products. And that's it. That is not what we support as a team. The beautiful thing about this industry, just like every industry, whether you worked as a grocery clerk, a car mechanic, a lawyer, a school teacher, whatever industry, everyone does it differently and gets to do it well, right? Just because a bad school teacher exists doesn't mean there's a fabulous school teacher doing it well. So that's what we're always about, running this business in a way that blesses other people and is done well. So we do connection messaging. So what that means is sending someone a message after already having a connection with them, whether you intentionally built that or you've already had that. So there's never that cold messaging going on that people aren't always so fond of. So it's always it's built on a connection. And then we have these fabulous 3-day box tools that we use so often. So if you have a friend, a sister, and you just started Plexus and you think they might like it too, they can order one of these through your referral link. You can send it to them. They're $19.95, free shipping, 4 different products for 3 days. They're absolutely gorgeous. And they have a $20 coupon in them. So when your friend's sister decides they like the products, we have a beauty box and a health box. They can have that $20 coupon to order. So these are super, super fun. And they're like Happy Mail, and everyone needs Happy Mail in the mailbox right now, right? The other thing we teach and train to do is use social media, but to post 80% value, 20% Plexus. Mom, can you kind of share what that means?
Yeah. So value posts would be things that you normally hopefully post on social media anyway. And don't worry, because when I first started my business, I only had 136 Facebook friends. And when Amber had her baby and my younger daughter had her baby, I wanted to post my first grandkids on Facebook, and I cried because I did not know how, and I could not figure out how. So I have come a long way, but I'll tell you, I did not build my business on social media. So if you relate to that, don't worry about it. But the value post would be a recipe that you liked, picture of your kids, maybe something about current events that's positive, and then sharing Plexus. So you can share product and product information, or you can share people's stories. We have a ton of stories. And so I'll tell you, the reason I did this business is because the products are amazing and I love sharing the stories.
Yes, and the stories right here, you bring us to our third-party tools. We call it tools using to share people's testimonies, people's stories. So we have support groups shown here that are full of thousands and thousands of testimonies that you can read through, and information and so many things you can send and post for your friends and family. We have sharing sheets, looking at the middle there, working kind of backwards, sharing sheets covering everything. So if you think, well, I don't know a lot about health, or I don't know about all the ingredients, that's totally fine. I truly don't either. I'm still always learning because it was never my thing growing up was health. It was mom's, not mine. So I'm still always learning. But these sharing sheets have everything you could ever want to know about every single product. So if someone asks me a question, I can just copy and paste them the sharing sheet and they will get their questions answered. And we also have fabulous videos that we can do the same thing with. Someone wants more information, I'm going to send them a 1.5-minute video sharing what the products do, and they can see if it's something that would bless them through that video. So really good sharing tools. We have a fabulous app that we love to use that sends samples that you can have people message them, share from them. A really amazing thing Plexus made for us. And yeah, that we're back to the power of 3. So those are the tools that we use. That's how we share. It's truly, hey mom, I just started these products. I'm hoping for this results. And I saw testimonies of people losing weight. I think you might like it too. Do you want me to send you a video? Mom says, yes. Or I force mom to watch the video because we're close and I see these incredible testimonies and I want that for her. And I always tell her, you're welcome for for really sharing with enthusiasm. And that's what my friend did with me. She shared with enthusiasm and I was so grateful because our lives have been changed because of it.
Yeah. And I want to point out, we're not just about weight loss. I always talk about weight loss because that was really difficult for me. Being somebody that's into health and fitness, I was at a place where I felt false in my own body and felt like I could not share my passion anymore because I could not lose the weight. But people that do not have weight to lose, that we help with sugar cravings, digestive issues, gut health, glucose metabolism, which is a big one, and there's tons of implications that go along with that. We also have an amazing microbiome skin line and collagen beauty product. And what I love about our product, and a kids line that's amazing for brain development and eye development. All of our products have a 60-day money-back guarantee, and they just flat out work. And what I love is that they're very affordable. So they're not super expensive, and it's super affordable for you to get a referral link and a discount. And that's how we started.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's it. So I hope that this gave you an overview of what we do, how we share, why we're passionate, and what the income potential looks like and why. So thank you so much for joining us. If you have any more questions, ask the person who invited you to this. We have so much more information depending on what you need and what you want to look at. So make sure to do that. And we hope to hear and see your stories one day as well. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Good night.
Good night.